Sweet. Just setting this up right now. If you want to join, there's a link. I don't know who's in here. One second, guys. Hey, man. Yeah, no, it just died suddenly. Can you hear me all right? All right. That sounds terrible. Okay, I'm switching to my. Okay, that should work. Yeah, I wanted to start my own stream. There's too many people in that stream. I'm just be doing some maintenance on the tank here. So I thought I would just set up my own stream, and anyone that wants to come and hang out can click the link. So I don't know if you want to join DC, but you're more than welcome to join. I have my laptop open with the chat open, so if you guys say anything in there, it might just be a little slow and delayed. There's a pretty big delay in the video as well. Oh man, you gotta charge up that phone. What happened to the stream earlier? It just died? You see, have you noticed you get a lot of dead spots here in the back of the tank? I don't know if you put a power head in yours yet. See if I can bring you guys a little closer. So the back of the lagoon gets pretty filthy because there's not really good circulation back there at all. So I'll have to add a power head for sure that really focuses on the back portion here. Oh, we got 4 now? Wow, so popular. Not strong enough. Oh yeah, you put in that Wi-Fi controlled one. Thanks, Fish Tropic. I appreciate that. It's getting there. It's been 2 weeks since my last water change on this guy, so it's pretty filthy. However, it's not growing as much algae anymore since I added the algae reactor, Cheddar reactor. I'm still waiting on my corals from Unique Corals to come. UPS says they're supposed to be here by 10:30 and it's 2:22. So they're a little bit off. I called UPS, but of course they're useless. Let's see here. Make DC a mod. Here you go, DC. You got promoted. Yeah, I really like those worldwide corals. The ones that I got. The fact that I did it on the eBay sales is a little bit frustrating. I mean, I know I got some really good deals compared to what they normally would have cost, but it just annoyed me. You know, people are there at the last second trying to outbid you, and it got really frustrating. I missed out on a few really good pieces that I wanted, but I still managed to get 6 pieces, and since the one wasn't doing very good, they sent me another free piece. So I actually got 7 pieces, and the 7th one that they sent me was one that I wanted anyways. So I saved probably like 30-40 bucks by them sending that one for free, since I think that one went for about 30 to 40 bucks. That was really the average per frag. Just because people like to bid them up pretty high. One was going for like 80, and some guy outbid me on the last second. That pissed me off. The Rico frags are doing really good. There's 2 of them that they're pretty small and they're not doing amazing, but they're not dead. And then one got knocked over and went like in a really, really hard place to reach. So it was probably underneath the rock work for about a day. I'm not sure how that one's going to end up doing. It doesn't look like it's doing that great, but It's not dead, at least not yet. And it's been, I think today should be a week, I think. All right, let's take you guys on a little trip. Because I forgot to get my siphon. If you want an update on the frags I got earlier, Worldwide Corals, they're actually all doing really good. This one in the front, I know you guys can't see it very well. That one's a green slimer. Yeah, you can't see this good at all. Sorry, guys. Don't worry, I'll be posting a video up of the haul. But that one's doing pretty amazing, and it already has all its polyps out and everything. So that piece is really nice. Let's see, where did I put that? Got the salt water mixing up in here. Everything's all set. It's just should be heated up. I think I put it to about 80 degrees. Does anyone else want to join? Anyone else want to come and keep me company, keep the people entertained? DC's battery is always out of juice, so he can't join. Here, let me show you. So doing a water change on this tank is pretty easy. You just shut off the auto top off and of course the return pumps, and then I got a bathroom right there, so I just carry the bucket and just dump it down the drain there. What I would suggest for anyone is you get one of these DJ switches. That way you can control them individually. Temperature controller is on number 2, auto top off on 3, nothing on 4, there's no space. And then number 1 is the main pumps. So just hit that, cut off the pumps, and then you're good to go and start siphoning. Then I just use the Python to siphon everything out. You guys want to see anything, or you want me to explain anything, just let me know. Keep in mind, if you do have the 25 lagoon, it doesn't actually hold 25 gallons. It probably holds about 15 or 17 gallons in the main display portion. So just keep that in mind if you're doing a water change. 5-gallon water change is actually going to be a pretty big water change for this tank. So I haven't done it in 2 weeks, so I'm going to do a 10-gallon change. I don't know who's in here right now, but I appreciate you guys coming and stopping by just to watch me do some maintenance. It's not very fun. It's not anything cool to talk about, but if you guys have any topics, just let me know in the chat and I'll try to answer anything. I just wanted to start a stream because I'm trying to avoid doing some work, so figured this is the best way to avoid doing it. Just say I got to do some aquarium maintenance. What I would really like to start doing is using a pump instead of a siphon. That way I could just pump out a certain part, maybe even run a line right to the bathroom tub and then start doing it like that. I'm gonna make it a little easier. Unfortunately, I still have to haul the water from from downstairs to upstairs in a bucket. So that part kind of sucks. Just because lifting buckets is never fun. No one likes doing that. Once again, if anyone wants to join, I got the link up at the top of the chat. So, or if you need it, I can put it in there. I don't know if you guys saw, but I got some Mocha Da Vinci clowns now. I haven't posted about those or anything on Instagram, but I'll probably put a post up today, I think. All right, so that's it. That's all the water we're taking out. I shorted that first bucket, so it's not quite 10 gallons, but it's pretty darn close. No one wants to participate in the hangouts or no one's trolling me in chat or anything. I'm a little disappointed. Thought I would for sure have some trolls by now. I guess I haven't made it big enough yet. Be right back. I'm going to grab a toothbrush so I can scrub a couple things on the back wall. Everyone should always have a toothbrush handy because you never know. I just like to come through and scrub the top of the glass. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can get that ring that stays there on the top of the glass. Also the corners. And then I like to get the back wall as well, because you can't get it back there with anything really. I mean, maybe a scraper, but I think a toothbrush is just as easy. Just installed these random flow generator nozzles. My return pumps are way too weak, so I don't really think they're working like they should be. There's a minimum gallons per hour you're supposed to be running through these guys, and I don't think I'm hitting it, so no fault to the nozzle, just fault to the stock pump on here. Harassing my clownfish over here. He's trying to hide, but I'm like hitting him with the toothbrush. He doesn't want to run. My audio good on here, or am I just thinking I'm talking to you guys and you guys can't actually hear me? What kind of food do I feed? I do kind of my own little blends. I switch it up. So the main stuff that I feed is going to be frozen mysis and Hakari frozen mysis and Hakari the brine shrimp, which is it has spirulina powder on it, I believe. It's going to be that green type food. And then I also made my own blend, which has tilapia, brine shrimp, Hakari mysis. There's a lot of stuff in there, honestly. Then I put a couple of pellets in there as well. The Hakari mysis pellets, some generic pellets that I have, seaweed pellets. There's a whole bunch of stuff in that blend, and they seem to like that. And I put in some, what's that stuff called? There's a supplement that I give them as well. Forgot what that stuff's called right now. Sorry about that. I don't know if that helps you, but there's a lot of stuff that I feed this tank. There's a pretty big variety. Most popular though is going to be that Hakari, the mysis, and brine shrimp. What's up, Jay Carey? There's a pretty big delay on the chat to the stream, so if I don't answer right away, it's because it's a big delay, and I got to check my laptop, which is behind me. We're just doing some maintenance here. It's nothing super crazy. That is a PC fan. So this tank is upstairs in my loft, and it gets really hot up here. So what I did is I rigged that up to a little DC adapter, power adapter, and that's ran on a aquarium temperature controller. If you want to see that controller, just let me know. I'll show you that controller. Still waiting on my corals from Unique Corals. UPS is being super slow today, and I kind of feel like they're not going to get delivered, even though it says out for delivery. They've been pretty bad lately. That's what I've been hearing. I think think Rico is sending his stuff via UPS, and he's had all kinds of trouble. Yeah, give me 1 second and I'll show that to you. All right, let me show you this PC fan. I mean, I don't think it looks terrible. I mean, it's not great, but when you need a solution, you need a solution. So I just have it on a little aluminum arm right here. The wiring's pretty simple. If you need any help, just let me know. Just send me an email or something, or a message on YouTube. The temperature controller that I'm using is the Inkbird. Let me flip. So it's the Inkbird controller. I just put a probe in the back of the tank there. There's also a heater. And then this portion goes down. Let me turn this on. So it has a, sorry, it's pretty unorganized. There you go. Cooling and heating side. So obviously the cooling side is going to the fan, and then the heater is going to the heating side. So it will just do what it needs to. I think I have the cooling differential. So if it goes up to 80 degrees, you know, I want to run it at 78 is what I like to keep it at. So if it goes up to another degree from here, 79 to 80, that fan will kick on. And if it drops down to 77, the heater will kick on. And I use that same temperature controller on my 120 as well. I haven't had any issues with it, except in my 120. That tank is a little bit different. It's downstairs. It doesn't get as hot up there or down there. And I use a canopy on that system. So I have the same PC fans, they're wired up the same, and they're just running in the canopy 24/7. I think the whole setup for a PC fan like that's a pretty good PC fan. It's maybe about $60. Thank you, Fishy Snowman. Welcome to a very boring live stream. Just me doing some maintenance. I appreciate you stopping by. Any more fish? That's a good question. So right now we have the two clowns. We have a blue-green chromis and then a 6-line wrasse. I'm not sure what else we can add to this system. So if you have any suggestions, give me some suggestions. We tried a high-fin goby pair. One jumped out, even though I have the screen top, he actually jumped out. This is the screen top I'm using. Not sure. Yeah, so it's pretty tiny holes, and somehow the goby still jumped through it. So I think maybe the 6-line was harassing him. Royal Gamma, that's a good option. Yeah, this is the 25 Lagoon, Innovative Marine 25 Lagoon tank. I had a cleaner shrimp in here. Unfortunately, he wasn't looking that good last night, and then I guess he passed either later in the night or this morning. So he's no longer with us. Hopefully I can get another one. I mean, they're pretty cheap and they're around all over the place. So I'm just not entirely sure why he decided to go and die, but it happens. Yeah. Here, let me give you a front-on view. There you go. All right, I'm gonna go and get some water so I can start filling this thing back up. So I'll just let you enjoy the tank. Let's see. Yeah, it's about a 50% water change. It's 10 gallons. I think it's just shy of 10 gallons. Um, yeah. Yeah, this is my first change in about 2 weeks. So I was planning to do about 5 gallons every week, but I skipped a week because I'm lazy. But as I was mentioning earlier, that Chater reactor has really helped out. It's helped keep the rocks a lot cleaner. All right, I'm gonna go grab some more water. I'm going all zoas in my lagoon. That would be pretty crazy. I don't think anyone's gonna do something similar to that. I know DC, he just got a bunch of zoas, but not an all zoa tank. That'd be pretty interesting. Just to see everything filled and covered in zoas. That'd be pretty cool. You could also maybe supplement that with maybe some leather corals, like toadstool or some finger leathers, just to add some height to it. This is why I need a pump for pumping this water back into the tank. This is kind of a mess. Makes a mess pouring it back in, and I hate lifting up these buckets. Looks like I'm just a little bit too short. I'll need to grab another bucket. I appreciate you bearing with me while I'm just running around trying to get some water back in this thing. Float polyps are really cool. I have a Goniopora right here, and I think that would look really cool as well. Because what I want to do with this, or what I want to have happen with this Goniopora, is for it to completely cover that island. And I think that would look awesome. Yeah, just another second while I get this last bit of water in there. All right, last bucket. Already is looking a little bit clearer. Still waiting on my package from Unique Corals. UPS. It's doing terrible. That should be good. All right, go ahead and kick on this return pump. Then I'll clean everything up because I got this big crater right here from where I'm pouring all the water. You can also see all this gunk that builds up over here. So I'm gonna blow that back around all over the place. Take out the pad that I put in there too and replace that. I just cut these up and put them in the little caddy in the back. Yeah, I got some new corals coming for the 120, and then some are for this tank here. I already got a package earlier from Worldwide Corals, and that was delivered on time, but these ones were delayed. I guess that one that I had in there didn't pick up that much, so I guess I'm not going to change that out. Filter pad wants to make a liar out of me. I don't know what's up with UPS though right now, because they've just been having all kinds of issues. That's what I've been hearing about, so I'm not sure what's going on with them. And then I called them, and of course the lady is no help. She just says, hey, we'll get there by the end of the day. And I'm like, well, it's supposed to be here by 10:30, so why you're not reassuring me of anything? But I called Unique Corals, and he said just let him know what happened, and he has me covered no matter what. I might get a refund on the shipping. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works with them, because they should be able to get a refund, which then should be passed on to me. But that's for them to decide. I don't blame them. These back corners get really disgusting because there's no flow back here at all. So definitely need to get a power head, put it back here so it can start taking care of that stuff back here. Hey Bubba, what's up? It's not too much happening, just finishing up my water change here. But as always, if you guys want to jump in, I can put the link in, just let me know. It's not too exciting, just a rookie live stream over here. All right. Where are you headed to? Going back home from work or something? I've been off for the past week. Starting a new job on Monday, so it's been pretty nice. I could have got a lot accomplished, and I didn't. I just pretty much did nothing. So successful week. All right, so my temperature dropped to about 1.5 degrees, which I'm not really happy about because I heated up the water to about 80 degrees, so I'm not sure why it cooled down so much. So I can get away with those temperature swings right now, but there's going to come a point where I'm going to have stuff in here that's not going to be able to handle those types of swings. So I need to maybe perfect this water change process a little bit more. Maybe heat it up in the bucket and then use a pump and a heater right here instead of carrying it up. I'm not too sure. Have to run. I appreciate it, Fishy Snowman. I'm actually really surprised. I even have 3 people in here. Thought it was mostly just going to be a stream of me talking to myself, which it mostly is, but at least there's a few people that have been interactive in here, so I appreciate that. I would like to start running some carbon on this system as well. The only problem is getting it pump. There's not much space in the back chamber there to run another pump to run a carbon reactor. So, oh yeah, taxes. I did my taxes and I already got my return. I got it before the end of January. Wasn't as much as I would have liked, but whatever, I guess. I guess I don't really have a choice, even though I had him taken out a whole bunch extra this year. I think my company just didn't do taxes right or something, because I never owed before I went to that company. But we'll see what happens next year. Probably hear my dogs fighting in the background. That's pretty normal. It's a normal occurrence around here. They like to just mess around. It's probably actually more entertaining than this tank right now. It's all blurry though. There we go. What are you guys doing? Trying to live stream. You guys are famous now. You're on YouTube. Yeah, it's probably more entertaining than looking at my fuzzy tank, huh? If you have a small circulating pump, just run that and cut off the heater before use. I probably could do something like that. Yeah. Because I want to run on this tank, I want to run dual pumps to the returns. Right now it's really weak, so I want to run dual lines. So maybe I can splice off maybe one of those, or maybe the one I'm using to the reactor, the Chater reactor, which is doing great. You guys are embarrassing. I can show you that reactor. It's doing pretty good. Let me turn on the light here. Actually, let me turn on. It's my auto top off right here. Return pumps, heater controller. This thing's awesome. Just one flip and you're good to go with whatever you have plugged in there. I wish I had that on my 120 design. If I could go back and do my 120 again, I would have designed that into the stand, maybe into the side, so that I can plug everything in, have everything hidden, and then maybe do like a door on the side so I can flip those switches. But anyways,
here's the reactor. I've had it about maybe 3-4 weeks now. Started with about a baseball size aceto, and it is pretty much almost full now. I might just wait till the weekend to harvest it. I have it running for 9 hours on a little timer, from 12 a.m. to 9 a.m. So, and I picked that time because that's opposite of the light schedule, of course, and it kind of runs on the same basis of running a algae scrubber. You don't need to run an algae scrubber that long. Some people run them too long and they don't get the results they need or they're looking for, and they blame it on something happening with the equipment, but really it's just a matter of how long you're running it for. When it's so concentrated like that, you don't need it to run for that long, and the algae benefits from periods of rest. So, but I don't know anything. I'm just spitting out information that I've read. So I'm just a noob to everything here. So everything I'm telling you is just stuff that I've researched. So new changes to this tank. I added this dunk in here. It's doing pretty good. It was doing good in my main tank, my 120. And it's still alive in here. It's been in there for almost a week now. Toadstool is doing pretty good. That guy, I got that for free at the LFS. He just pretty much, he had a big one that was on a huge stalk, and he just took a razor, cut a chunk off, and then I took a rubber band, put it on that rock, and now it's actually attaching to that rock. This brain coral is doing amazing. I love this guy. I actually really wish this was in my tank. This is technically my wife's tank. And then the Goniopora, I was just blasting it with the turkey baster, so it's all sucked up, but everything's been doing pretty good. Getting in some more corals today that I really hope come today. Yeah, Bubba, those switches are awesome. And let's see, what else can I tell you? It's not too much else. I added the clownfish. Let me show you those guys. The Mocha Da Vinci clownfish. These guys are awesome. The 6-line was harassing these guys a lot when I first added them in there, and I thought they maybe wouldn't make it from getting harassed too much. But the 6-line's a lot smaller than these guys, so I think the size and the fact there was 2 made it so the 6-line kind of diffused its aggression between the 2 of them. So I think that allowed them to have a fighting chance, and after a day, everything was fine. Everyone's happy and living somewhat peacefully now, so. Let me see. Everything's just running pretty smooth on this tank. I'm taking it pretty slow. A lot of people already have their tanks super full of stuff already, but mine is it's just taking my time. I'm trying to fill up the 120 a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, hey, Johan, what's up? Just did a water change on this system. So it's just a calm stream. If you want to join, I can drop a link. There's not many people in here though. I got some new corals I can show you guys downstairs. So let's go. Let's take you guys downstairs. That's pretty much all I have on the Nano. It's not much to update before I just start repeating myself over and over. Set up my laptop. Hey, stop yelling. We're live right now. You guys are embarrassing me. Look at them. Embarrassing. So these are the frags I got. Unfortunately, I can't
I can't get really good shots of these guys right now just because I'm on the cell phone and I can't zoom or anything. But these are from Worldwide Corals, and they are doing awesome. I think all of them have their polyps somewhat extended right now. Some were faster than others, of course. This green slimer in the front here, right there, that guy's doing awesome. Extended pretty much immediately. Also added a clam. I think that's the Ultra Maxima clam, which I guess just means it has better coloring. Just popping in, 15-minute break. Well, I appreciate you popping in. And then I added a gold torch. Oh, there's a pretty good shot of that torch. I'm having a little bit of an issue though with my gold hammer. I think I lost a mouth. I'm not sure how these guys die. If they just die like one mouth at a time or what the case is, but that portion died. All my Rico frags are doing really good. I finally mounted those guys and I'm happy with all those. This guy right here though, this tall one, that one got knocked under here. So it's really hard to get. So fortunately I was able to scoop it out. I'm just not sure if it's doing that great anymore since it was under there for about a day. Oh, I wanted to mention to you guys also, I really should make a video about this, but so I got a new auto top off container. I had just a 5-gallon bucket here, or actually I had the container, the Trigger Systems container, 5-gallon one. And I just got sick of filling it up. I fill it up about every four or 5 days. And that's just too much to turn on the RODI system and fill it up. So this is a 20-gallon container. So last week I filled it up for the first time all the way up. I go outside to do some stuff. I come back in and my auto top off, I use the Toonsy auto top off. It has the alarm on and I'm like, oh, okay, what the hell is going on? So I look under my sump, or in my sump, and it's got, the water level is way high. And it pumps, I'll show you, it's about right here is where I keep the water level. And it was about up to here almost. So I was like, oh, what the hell happened? And what happened is because the water level gets so high in here to get up to 20, it created a siphon. And a lot of people say, oh, you know, hey, I have my return is above the water. I can't create a siphon. And I was among the people saying the same thing. However, since that is higher than where it's going, it created that siphon from this container into the system. So, you know, nothing crashed and nothing got hurt. You know, it did drop the salinity about a point. So I run it about 1.025 and it put it down to 1.024. It wasn't a huge deal. You know, I just let things correct themselves. But since then, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to open this up right now. But under here, I just went in, drilled a hole into the line. So that's at the top, and that's going to stop the siphon. So just a FYI for anyone who wants a big container like that, or is maybe using something to as a reservoir for their auto top off that's above their sump, definitely make sure you have a siphon break in there. You think that the dog is cute? The dog on that one, this one is a harasser. She's just been harassing me all day. Let's see who's here. Steve. Hey, Steve. Oh yeah. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I hope you enjoy my public service announcement about auto top offs. It's always kind of a interesting moment when you come inside and you have your alarm going off for your auto top off. You don't know if something's gone horribly wrong, or maybe you're just out of water. There's actually 3, Steve. We got this guy back here too. But they're having some problems. So I got to keep them separated. Let's see. You guys want to see anything else on the 120? Anything else you're curious about? I don't have too much more battery life on my phone here to keep the stream mobile. No one's joining me in Hangout, so we could run from the bottom of the container. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah. I was thinking about putting an actual check valve on it, but I couldn't find any check valves that would actually fit that line. So I just drilled a hole in it, and that seems to work. Those two, so pretty much all these frags over here are stuff I pretty much don't want, or I don't know what it is, so I don't have a place for it. Those candy canes were originally attached to those ones, but I was removing them. I moved them to a different spot, and they snapped off into pairs of two. Those two sticks are the ones from Rico that aren't doing amazing, but they're not dead, so I'm just leaving them there to see what happens. This Blasto, not too sold on it. But maybe you guys can help me out. What is this coral right here? I have no idea what this thing is, and I'm not even sure if I like it anyways. Then I have a mushroom. I think that's a Favia, right? That green one? I don't know anything about that. And then this one, no idea. So if you have any idea what this one is, let me know about that one. And then this hammer, it's a pretty good one. It's a wall hammer from Worldwide Corals. I just don't want it. I think my one back there is better. So I'll probably just sell that one. Let me see if you guys are going to let me know what those corals are. So I think I might just sell all those ones on there, on that frag rack. And as far as fish for this tank, I'm still looking to stock this tank with some more wrasses. I would like to get some more, a lot more wrasses actually. But unfortunately, all the wrasses that I want are hard to get and expensive now. So I'm on the expensive fish. So hopefully when I eventually get them, they don't die. Let me turn on the whites for you guys, and I'll show you guys what everything looks like under the white. There we go. I have two of the first one. I think it's an encrusting chalice coral. Interesting. I do have a couple of chalices right here. I really like these guys. This one is really nice. I like this one. I actually got both of those for free as part of the Worldwide Corals live sale for Black Friday. I won them as part of a raffle. It's pretty. I don't win many of those, but I won that one. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Come on. No. Sorry, guys. I really want to show off my stuff, but my phone isn't going to let me. You can see everything a little bit better. Just not those. Little makeshift acan garden. The gobies, just a warning about gobies. You guys might already know this, but they want to redecorate everything. So they used to cover up this portion here, and now they decided they want to move on and cover up the Zoa Island there. So it's always fun to see what they do every day and then to fix it. Let me show you those corals again on the side. I thought this one was, it starts with like a C or something. starfish back there. He's doing pretty good, I guess. Sometimes I think he's dead, but I guess he lives. Well, there you go. Cleaning the fox face. Man, I never see that happening. Now I'm live and he's freaking riding him. Yeah, that's the one I thought, Steve. I don't think I like it though. Do they just encrust or what? Because they look pretty dull and I don't think I like it. Like, is that just a bad colored one? Do they come in like better colors or what? Encrusted. Yeah, I don't think I like it. It's different, more like a meteor shower, but dull. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't think I like it. This mushroom though, the interstellar mushroom from Worldwide Corals, that guy is amazing. I don't know if you could tell the size of that coral, but I mean it's pretty big. That thing is just happy as can be right there. My holy grail has been a little bit tight for the past 2 or 3 days, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Pink tip torch in the back there is doing amazing. Frog spawn doing good. Let me see different colors. I might be wrong. I have told me it's a chalice. Yeah, Johan, I'm not sure I like it. It was part of that free coral pack that I was telling you about. So I mean, I got it for free. I might just try to sell it or maybe just give it away. I'm not sure how much those things are worth anyways. So I mean, maybe I would like it if it was in a different color. I don't think it's something I really want. But the tank is coming along. Let's see, it's about 3:30 and my package is still not here. My other package of corals. It's pretty irritating. It's not too cold here in Houston. It's about 60 degrees today, I think. It's not terrible. Nothing like it is in the Northeast, but I still want my stuff. All right, guys. If you don't have any other questions for me, I'm going to wrap this up. My phone is at 6%, so it's going to die pretty soon. I appreciate everyone who stopped in and took the time to participate and watch me do just a boring old water change on the Nano. I'll be sending out some updates soon of the frag haul so you can get a better picture of all those frags that I got today. Hopefully the other ones come so I could do the second part of that video and film that because it includes some nano frags in there as well. So appreciate you guys stopping in and I'll see you guys on the next one.